So what's my beef with a high protein diet? A question I was asked during the week. Why don't I support the notion of eating a high protein diet for weight loss? And what's wrong with it? Well, it's manifold. I guess the science behind high protein eating is based, for instance, on the Paleo Plan. The Paleo Plan is about the Paleolithic era of eating, which meant you went out, you killed an animal, you dragged it home to your woman, you ate it. People lived good quality lives, possibly, but did they live long lives? Well, no, they didn't actually. So how does that translate into your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s and beyond? There's no evidence for its effectivity. In the immediate, my reservations around a high protein diet is really about fibre. So number one block for me is the lack of fibre. If you have a very high fibre diet, you're going to have a lessened risk of bowel cancer. You're going to have better bowel movements, you're going to have more satisfaction, you're going to clear out your system regularly, and you're getting a lot of nutrients from fibre-rich food, vitamins, minerals particularly. When you're eating very high protein, you have a very low fibre take on things. So apart from the obvious, which is constipation, are you not also running risks in terms of bowel health? That's a question for me. Do we know how these will pan out? Well, not really, because they're a recently added phenomenon to our diet. So again, come back to me when you're 90 and 100 and tell me how your health is. I'm not entirely convinced that the evidence is there. The second thing is that I feel you're missing out on the joy of carbohydrate, the joy of eating fruit, eating vegetables, having dessert on occasion. These things are normal and natural. And I think for me, it's about an evidence base. So my third block is the evidence stands behind things like the Mediterranean diet, which have been followed for generations, hundreds upon hundreds of years, and have been shown to enhance quality of life and quantity of life. So high protein doesn't have the evidence base behind it. That's my primary block. For more thoughts, blog and information, have a look on my website on www.thriveatmidlife.com.